Hey guys, it's been a while. So I've been, busy mapping out my next steps, the options that I have. So today I just want to share some of the progress I've made and what I've been thinking, because I think it's important to document everything. And I feel like for myself, it's a big relief to talk about it, let it off the chest, to share with you guys the vulnerability you know, about my struggles and challenges with you guys. All right. So I appreciate you guys. So I got a couple of different options. Okay. I talked to my friends and everyone. So number one, uh, apply for accounting job position with the government. City government. Typically almost guarantee 40 hours a week. Um, the rationale I was thinking about it is with that kind of guarantee 40 hours, right? It's a predictable schedule, so I can have all the flexibility outside of my working hours to do acting, to create a side hustle, right? That's one thing, right? It's very straightforward. Now the only downside is, uh, it's just like I never thought about would work for the government. It's just like the environment, the people there. Maybe the mindset is always just working to retire, right? You probably wouldn't feel too much about it being ambitious. So the day to day is not like a grind working long hours, but it's kind of like a type of cubicle. So that's the part kind of my emotion kind of drops quite a bit. So this is number one. Okay. And the second option is really that I checked online. I found a position with like in the restaurant, food, beverage industry. The title is more like a client success, customer retention manager. Um, I think what is good about it is that, you know, it's related to sales and custom service, which I had a relevant experience before, right? Um, and I would say like the only downside is um, it requires driving quite a bit. You're constantly on the road. Um, uh, well, the traffic it is what it is, right? In the Hollywood area. So um, I'm just thinking like I'm not sure. I never really enjoyed driving so much. Always be on the road, getting stuck in traffic. I don't know. I'm aware of myself. Like as you can see, I kind of get caught in the weeds and details, right? So, but I guess like this, but I guess it's good that there's interaction with people. That's what I want. Um, but I guess like I'm being perfectionist, so I think like maybe you are getting patient with me, who I am, right? That's just want to be vulnerable. That's just how my mind kind of being wired in a certain way. I realized that. So anyway, that is better than accounting in terms of emotion wise, but somehow I still feel a little bit, you know what I mean, talking about, right? So this is number two, and number three, very very interesting. So there is a teaching position, part-time position, teaching at a university as a I probably just be teaching accounting as a part-time lecturer. Uh, I even kind of was visualizing, wow, it's kind of interesting interacting with students, grade their paper, creating exams, multiple choice, just like back in the day when I was studying accounting, right? I thought about it. Um, but just the university is pretty far away. It's like a probably an hour above drive. So back and forth 2 hours, and I have to relocate to Orange County, which I don't really like Orange County that much. Um, so I don't know. It just feels like it's cool to interact with students, but I'm not sure if I'm okay with the drive all the time without moving over there, right? So I kind of enjoy where I am right now. Um, so that's the part I'm not exactly sure. But that's a third option. All right, I just want to share with you guys. I appreciate it. And the last option actually is extremely exciting. It's related to sports marketing. So I came across this video. Um, so the future Crystal interviewed Jordan Rogers, who was a former Nike branding director. And he had a very non-traditional way of building up his career, at Nike. Um, and I invested myself in his workshop, like how he got himself into the sports marketing field. It's actually very exciting. Um, so based on what he's sharing, what I would do is number one, potentially get into retail at any sporting goods retail stores, understanding the operation. Just stay there for a year or two. If I could, just kind of get an opportunity, with any creative agencies that collaborate with different sports companies, so you can be a brand ambassador or coordinator, specialist, all these entry level position, right? So I actually did some online research about it. Um, there's opportunities out there. So what kind of confused me is that, because these kind of positions requires to be, you know, out at events on the weekends, right? It's almost like 100% travel, right? So I don't know how it's gonna work out with acting, right? But acting is hard to kind of make money, so it's really a kind of tricky situation. Like I can get a more stable position, maybe just work as an accountant, 40 hours, 45 hours, while I can keep doing acting. But in the meantime, I don't know if acting would make money. How long is it gotta take, right, to make it? You never know. 10 years, 20 years down the road, right? So you need another source of income. So, but once you commit to the sports marketing, which is very exciting to me, but in the meantime, it's kind of like, can I kind of split myself into two things, right? And plus, I'm still building up my journey on YouTube. So there are three things I need to juggle in between. So that's a lot of things to think about. So I kind of feel a little bit overwhelmed. Like, I know there's no perfect solution out there. There's always something that I do not like. So it goes back to the key question: what do you want? What do you want? What are your skill sets and strengths, right? I have the skill sets of numbers. I have the skill sets of sales, communication. I think marketing is fun, especially sports. Basketball has been part of my life, for over 20 years. So I can see I myself kind of enjoy doing the men's basketball related sports marketing. It's really fun because it's basketball. But I guess my head was just trying to figure out a way that how I can make three things happen along the journey. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a walk, and I want some lonely time to really to figure out what exactly is the way I want to go with, right? Because I'm not interested in just applying for 1,000 jobs and hope that I get some interviews and just get some random offer just for the sake of money and just go take it, right? I'm not interested in that, because I've done that before. That's not what I really want. So yeah, that's so far my journey. I just want to share in a very vulnerable way. I know you guys probably be like, goodness, this guy, why is this guy thinking so much in his head? Just go with it, man. Don't care about these little weeds and details. You never know what's going to happen, right? Just go do it. Just do it, right? I get it. But somehow I'm still a little bit hesitant in terms of what option I want to go with. But I think that's part of my journey. I just really want to share, right? I think it's not easy just to let go of that kind of way of thinking for myself. So, but this is where I am. In the past couple of days, I've been brainstorming what the next steps are. So these are the couple of options I've come up with. So, yeah, I'll keep documenting my journey and keep you guys updated. And I appreciate it. And you guys have a good one.